channel. So there are a couple of things that I have to say. First of all, please do not mind my hand. I cut myself, you know, and this is not blood, it's like some kind of disinfecting lotion that kind of stains, so please don't worry, everything is okay. And then somebody here I'm sensing is like really like New Orleans vibes you've been giving me lately. I know somebody that's like from New Orleans is definitely watching me, and like, you know, I could feel your energy through the music, and you know, I'm loving it. Then yeah, two more things. I'm sorry, you know, I gotta say those things. Like I changed the color of my hair, you know, some of you are going to do the same thing. Last time I changed was during the Lionsgate, and I can see this like sense of like a wave closing and a new one starting. So if you change something about yourself again, about your crown, your smell, which is like a little bit of that air element, you know, and all of these things, then you would know as well that right now is the good time for a change. Then musically again, I'm getting like this really, somebody here would know, you would be inspired, you know, because you grew up, or like you have a very strong love for a group called New Edition, you know, for the ones who know. And it's funny, the songs that I keep like listening to lately because of you, they're from an album called Home Again, so you would know that. And I needed to put this card out here because in my last reading I tried to explain to you that this twin flame demo is something that's greater, you know, than just your situation with your DM. I need you guys to show me the real you, because there's somebody like an Empress and her family, you know, that would need a little bit of help, and I would start to raise a little fund or like something like that for her, and I would really appreciate you participating. It's for a good cause, it's for a great cause, you know, and I it's too bad I cannot explain, but if I did, believe me, you'd be on the same program that I am. So please show me and show the world the real you. I will put all the links, you know, to donate to my sister here in the description box, so I hope you're getting the message. I'm going to repeat this one in the future, but you're getting the idea. So welcome everybody, and excuse me for this little rant, but it was, I mean, necessary. And I will start the reading. This is about Karmic and DM's energy. Let's, you know, figure out a little bit like what's their energy for the moment as to what they're going through. I got two cards already. I messed up. New love. Forever. True love. This here is that special type of love, you know. I need one card to link these two concepts here. Oh, this too much, but I can tell you, I can see this like home card, and check this out. I don't want to lose you. Karma, the guy is like no, and sadness. You can get the picture here, but I have to take these cards back. The link is you and the fact that he doesn't want to lose you. This here is a little bit like karmic, no. And I can tell you the energy that they're in is sadness, but I gotta redraw these cards here so you can see what's on his mind here. I'm showing you the card. I can see it. This here is that special type of love, you know. Like, you know, literally he wants something new that he can keep forever. A little bit like that, but I will tell you some more. I should have treated you better. That's the link. So you can see there's definitely like a separation here. I can see it. I messed up. I should have treated you better going forward towards this new love that's going to last forever, because that there is true love. I need one last card to this here. I still want you. period. Let me go on. So you're getting the message already. So as to DM and karmic energies, what's their energies for the moment? Let go. I can see this fracture or this separation here, like definitely symbolized by the swords here. The sword, sorry, here. Soul family. These cards will guide me. Manifestation. Soul tree. That's that new wave starting. Let your light shine. So you know, I'll use these cards to help me like make sense of the others, but I can tell you I can definitely see this new wave coming and separation between DM and the karmic. Let me go on. This here is like a very good energy, people. It's like somebody feeling or like knowing something despite themselves. This one here, like nothing is a mystery to her. She knows everything. Is funny. That's a strong energy. Let me clarify this, you know. He knows, ooh, people. He knows about this type of energy here without a doubt, and I will tell you why. He knows because he can feel it. There's no doubt. This kind of energy here has no doubts. You see that 10 of Cup energy? That's exactly the thing that I'm feeling here, that forever type of true love, that like special type of love. He can feel you, people. The only advice I got for you, keep on letting your light shine, you know, because this guy, even if he was blind in the middle of a dark hole, literally he could see it. Let me go on. Need one more. And another one. Do you see that? That there is this very energy here, and here you are. He understands, you know, the depth of like the pain basically he has inflicted you. Sometimes, you know, you don't need more than what it is. You see that type of like duality that I'm talking about here. Somebody knowing what they want for sure, and over here feeling like, you know, the problem is that I want it with somebody that I hurt, I messed up, and that I should have treated better, period. And one last card as to, you know, and you are here. You are definitely here. He's holding on to this concept here with you. This idea of like an ideal love with you. And I hope that you heard me. You know, it is what it is, people. This reading is very clear. Lets me know his mind is clear. And I'm loving this moon to begin with, because you know that's like a strong energy. Once the moon starts talking to you, he thinks about it at night, people, a lot. He's holding on to this concept of this perfect love with you. Yeah, I can see you here, though this could have been the karmic, but it is not what it is. Let me clarify. Okay, I'll tell you. That pentacle energy, yeah, it's about you, people, because that energy of regret is here. I can tell you, this guy here, he can feel the connection to you. A woman that exists and that I am speaking to, it is what it is. He cannot let go of it, which is where these regrets, you know, are coming from, like the way he left you out emotionally. These two energies I'm really liking together, you know, because 7 plus 3 is like 10. Not just does he want to rebuild this thing, but this connection to you gives him a chance to build something, or himself. He never even came closer to that. And I can tell you, these two, they're attached to him. Rebuilding with you, what it is what gives him, literally, believe me, the drive, you know, to build something for himself, and yet again I'm seeing this guy doing exactly that. And I can tell you something for other people. If the karmic is earth sign, sorry, this guy here, he's like trying to find a way to free himself at the moment for some of you, but he's not there yet. But he's thinking about it, you know, like, I gotta let go of her, because he regrets, like, you know, giving into this situation, if it makes sense to you. But I can tell you, if your karmic is like an earth sign, this guy here is literally like, he cannot stand to be in this situation anymore because of you, because of the connection to you. Rebuilding with you gives him like a sense of rebuilding or building something, building himself. You do not have to believe me. This man is doing this as we are speaking, period. I need one last card. This reading's gonna be short, like I like it, you know, because the message is like crystal clear. Again, lets me know this guy here has like crystal clear vision for the moment. One last card. Do you see what I'm trying to tell you? He knows that there is the energy that couples up with this 10 of cups here. He knows who he loves, and I'm telling you, you don't have to believe it. This 3 here, that's a powerful type of energy. He knows without a doubt that you are his match. He's not even trying to figure out how and why. The only thing I can tell you, he can feel it. Period. Let me go on, and I gotta stop saying that, but maybe that's what he's thinking. He's like, well, that's it, period. Let me go on. That's what he's thinking. Let me go on. This here, this, I'll tell you what it is. In the past, I can tell you these things here, they have already happened. Like for some of you, this guy here was literally in a 10 of cups with you, but this is specific, you know, for the ones who have been married, you know, to their match. It has already happened, what I'm talking about. I can tell you this guy was not ready to receive the love at the time being. I can see it here with this page of pentacles. Is like, and check it out, to the king of cups here, and the moon and the high priestess is like, now I know. And I gotta like give you another type of inspiration. For those who know the singer, soul singer Maxwell, put out a reading that's a CD that's called Now, years ago, you know. And there's a song called Symptom Unknown, for those who know. There's like a line where he says, you know, basically, what am I supposed to do if you don't show me? And it's funny, I'm referencing like New Edition, Home Again, and like Maxwell, like Now, you know. I'll check for this union card here, but I can tell you this thing here is going to happen. Is really funny. This guy is saying that, you know, basically at the time you gave this like perfect love to you, to him, he was not ready to receive it. I can see it here, and I can see the regret and him still holding on to this cup of love here. And when you see the king of cups and the moon, you better believe that he's in that water energy with you. Some people are just going to have to let go of some concepts, you know, and like beliefs around this journey here. There's a DM that's like legitimately telling me, you were in front of me, but I had no idea. Into the page of pentacles, that idea of like being childish, I believe him. And I can tell you something with this 9 of swords here underneath, it is like a little bit he blames himself for being childish. Basically, you cannot do that. Everybody gets a chance to grow, and we don't all grow the same way, you know, if it makes sense to you. And it's really okay. I need to clarify that, but I will tell you something. When it comes to the future, it's the other way around this time around, and I know why. It's for him not to end up in this type of energies here, like, you know, a little bit like regretting his immaturity and, like, you know, pondering on it. Believe me, this guy here, he will do things a little bit different from now, like, you know, take time to assess a certain situation before he reacts like a child, literally. And he's doing that as he's looking into the future. And it's funny, that concept with him like observing before he's moving, in that there he doesn't put emotions. It's literally like the emotions are for you, but not the way he sees his future, you know. It's really funny. It's like, I love her, but at the same time I gotta make this thing here like really concrete, very concrete, people. He's working at it with the cold head. Like, this energy is what you want, is somebody, you know, this here, there's no like impulsiveness here, if that's the right way to say it. This here is literally like a Zen type of attitude, you know. It's a little bit like I can see myself here. Chill and contemplate. Let me go on. So, you know, there's a card here that's like meditate and contemplate. If it comes out, I know exactly the type of energy he's in. Let me go on. That cup, that Ace of Cups, calls to this energy here. You don't even know how important this cup is to him. And I can tell you something, with the hand literally coming from him, is like, now this guy is ready to offer his cup of love. And that's that. I can literally feel it with the moon here. This High Priestess energy here, your guy, let me tell you what this is here. And I can see it to the Three of Wands, and I think I got my 2 cards. This guy here, a little bit, he's part of our community now. He's like, yeah, you think you know better? Well, let me tell you, I'm getting the same information that you are getting. I know about this thing now. I know about this like twin flame thing, you know, slash divine mission, slash, you know, light beings. This here, they have hijacked our community, people. I can literally see it here. Believe me, some of them know what this whole thing here is. It holds no more mystery to them, which is how they know for sure somehow, and you better believe it. This High Priestess here is really strong. This here, you gotta bear with me. I gotta take in reverse, you know, because I know myself and I know the cards, my cards, the way I kick them aside. It's just a matter of perspective, you know. I can tell you something. This guy here, he has tapped into his intuitive side, which is why that moon and that High Priestess, you know, is so strong. And I'm telling you, you got to understand the impact of what he's doing is definitely going to change things for you. Some DMs, and it would really make sense, you know, because this whole like twin flame thing is like gaining power, literally. Well, I can tell you, some DMs literally know all about the game now. Believe me, I can see it. Is literally here like getting messages or like readings, or like, this is funny, or like definitely assessing the situation in peace before even thinking of making a move. And this here, believe me, that's like a very strong energy, very intuitive type of energy. No more mystery for this guy, and things are going to change. I need to clarify this Wheel of Fortune, but I hope that you're following what I'm trying to tell you, you know. Which is why this thing here keeps showing up, that Pentacle energy. He's not just like, he's really working at this thing here. Well, one part of it is like getting to to do a little bit the thing that we're doing here. I can see it to these two cards and these two here. So the Wheel of Fortune, and it's funny because this yet again is all about your DM and his ascension in some way. Yeah. Do you see that idea of healing? I'm telling you, this here is become, you try and read for the karmic and your DM, but do you even feel karmic energy here? I'm telling you, I'm taking care of myself, I'm working on myself, I'm tapping in the twin flame energy, you know, that's what I'm doing. This idea yet again of like building himself. This is beautiful. I hope you're catching this, you know. Yeah. The soul family thing is real, people. I can see it here. Yeah, you thought I couldn't understand. Things are going to change for the better, you know, and these are the type of energies you want, like healing and somebody like, you know, like that little bit of that idea. If you want to be starting something, you gotta be starting something. That's exactly what this guy is doing. The soul family concept, let me tell you, to this hermit here in reverse, is exactly what I've been trying to explain to you. This guy is no more isolated. Now he found a group, you know, that he belongs to. Believe me, I can see it here. These guys are no more in the dark, people. They have help, they're getting messages, downloads, and on top of that, they're not isolated. It's a little bit like they finally found the group that they belong to. And I'm gonna leave it at that, because I know I'm not even supposed to be like touching that. It is the truth, people. Beautiful. Yeah, I'll tell you another thing. Some of them, despite what I'm telling you, it's still holding in place, you know. They feel a little bit, not just a little bit, because it's strong, you know. After telling me all this thing, you come up with like heartbreak. Well, I can tell you is a little bit like, now I'm getting it. I'm finally feeling everything, getting everything. I have like people to give me explanations, and now, you know, you're cutting me out of your life. And it's like a little bit by doing that, you like cutting the grass literally like under his feet. Yeah, is what I'm seeing here. But that's like the dilemma he's going to have to deal with, you know, because at the end of the day, if you didn't give him this type of energies here, he would have never, you know, like been on track, basically. He has to understand that this Queen of Swords here, at the end of the day, she just pushed him, you know, it's all that it is. So, excuse me, I'm going to go on a little bit because I want to see like what's going on between them and the karmic. Excuse me. I really have to see that, you know. Sorry. Yeah, sorry for that, you know, I needed to fix my bandage, but let me go on. Really funny, there's no sign of them, you know, I don't feel them together. So, you know, DM and karmic, you got one chance to tell me, you know, what's the deal between you guys. Please let us know. Freeing himself. You gotta see this for what it is, you know, and I know it to the Six of Wands in reversed. At the end of the day, this guy here, he's made the wrong choice. He thought this union, or he could have that, you know, with the karmic. You can see these two cards. Very, very wrong judgment, and now he can see that clearly. I know it to the whole cards, you know, that are underneath. And I'm telling you, some of them are freeing themselves because they literally know that this is not going anywhere. We cannot renew that type of energy between us at the end of the day. That was a very short-lived type of, you know, success or victory, and at the end of the day, that is not my spiritual stability. I need one last card, but you're getting the message. DM, what you have to tell us concerning your karmic situation. The Hierophant in reverse, some of them, and I know it to this 10 of Cups here, and like that new love and things. I can tell you something. If there's something that I have said to you, because I gave some specifics today and you're resonating with that, I'm telling you, your guy, he's getting divorced for you, and that's that. One last card, but you need confirmation for what I'm telling you, and you would know, because today I shared a little bit of my inspiration with you. This here is specific, but you would know. So another scenario, please, DM, between you and your karmic. This is crazy. He's not worried about like the karmic, believe me, because this here I'm getting another message again. Yeah. First of all, for some of you, you better believe it that this guy here is running away from this Two of Cups and this like fake a little bit union that these guys had together. He is definitely running away from this guy, and the only thing I'll tell you, you know, is that at the end of the day, I know it to this Six of Cups, all of that is history to him. Is a little bit like with the Moon in reverse. It's like, I'm not worried about this here, I want out of this. I can see it here. You're getting one last card, buddy. This is crazy. He's telling me, you heard everything I say. He's telling me I know who I want, you know, for myself, who I can be happy with. I've already made my decision. I've already made up my mind. So, you know, a little bit like, stop questioning me. Okay. Do you remember last time I told you this guy here, he's like, you know, tired of running away from you? I'm getting that feeling here. This here again is a little bit like, you know, now is the time. I can't wait anymore. I'm coming your way a little bit, and I know it to this Page of Wands here because it signifies like, you know, a strong, or I mean fast energy to me. Like, you know, I can't wait anymore. I gotta make this thing here happen. Crazy. I'll stop here. But he doesn't want me to. He's like telling me there's enough for something that he cannot like send you away, and I'm telling you it's not because he doesn't want to. Yeah, I can tell you something. This here is beautiful. He understands, believe me. I know it to that Temperance card here. Like, you know what? I have taken just way too long. And at the end of the day, as long as I don't do this thing with her here, believe me, nothing is going to work for me. Like, everything I'm going to invest in is going to go right back to sender, you know. I need to do this thing with her, and I'll leave it at that because I can tell you something. The energy I'm feeling is very clear. The karmic, and you don't have to believe me, you know, is no longer part of the picture. I can see it here. Sorry. Check how she flipped out. Like, you know what? The only thing that matters, you know, is you, and I can see it here, you know, to let your light shine. Do you see this? This Two of Cups in reversed. This Four of Wands in reversed, and even the Six of Wands in reversed. And this Eight of Wands here of Swords, sorry, in reverse, like somebody freeing themselves even to the death in reverse. A little bit like understanding this here, I'm not going to be able to, it's not going to bring me anywhere because there's nothing in front of me, you know, and I hope that you're getting it. He's not worried about the karmic, he's working on himself. This here, a little bit like the karmic is history, and I will tell you why. This guy here, he found to his community. And it's crazy because this is us, right? It's a little bit like like, you know, they're part of us a little bit. I don't even understand what's going on, so I'm eager to see these things coming in the future. But I can tell you this new wave is going to include divine masculines coming to our world, people, and I can see it here with manifestation. Beautiful. Let me go on. It's crazy. I can see that change, you know. But this here is the Five of Pentacles. To me, that's always the card, like, you know, people see it as the dark night of the soul. Sometimes I read it like, you know, meet me halfway, you know. I can see it here. Yeah. Do you see that, people? Accelerated motion, which is the communication or like the excitement or like news being sent out or whatsoever. And this wisdom, you better believe these people are starting to watch things online and that they're not by themselves anymore. They're starting to get this whole concept here, which is why the karmic is not interesting to them anymore. Believe me. Some more. I got one card. That's meditative again type of energy. And I told you that to the Hangman that I was seeing in this Three of Wands here and these cards here. That's exactly what I'm seeing here, people, with these cards, and I hope that you can see it for yourself, you know, and check the Wheel of Fortune out. Yeah, he's tapping into the right type of energy. He's contemplating, you know, with like a cool head. I told you about that Zen type of attitude. Check this out and check this out. One last card. I'm loving this reading. Base chakra. Please don't scare me. No, that's not what it is. I haven't seen anything that was would give me that. The only page we've seen is the one, you know, that acknowledged that he was not ready to receive the love, you know, in the time being. This here is that idea of like starting from like zero, rebuilding himself like from the ground up. Believe me, and I will tell you why. It's because he was never given like the information, literally the wisdom, literally he needed, you know, to help him make this change. And you don't have to believe me, I know exactly what I'm talking about. And there's one trapped card here. Choose wisely. That's the lesson that he's learned, and I know it. I can see it here. So you're getting the picture. That there, he will never forget, believe me. Like from now on, no matter what he does, he will take the time to contemplate things instead of acting like a child, you know, and going about things without thinking that it would have consequences, you know, coming his way. Believe me. Soulcraft, yeah. This wisdom here is very real, people. This conversation or like this news or like whatever it is, this readings, this like whatever it is, it's very real, people. I'm telling you, they're starting to get this whole thing here. They're part of it now. This is funny. This is crazy. Because I can see these wings here, like, you know, this is a little bit like my angel card. Well, people, if these like so-called angels, our DMs start being aligned now, I need one more card. Like aligned and like, you remember the first card I showed you, like show the world the real you? Is a little bit like these guys are about to be like activated people, and I can see it to this Wheel of Fortune. One more. Yeah, that's why this Queen of Cups is here, people. You gotta just bear with me. They can feel this whole thing here, which is why this High Empress is, High Priestess, sorry, is here too. They're starting to feel things instead of like, I don't know how to explain this, people, but you would get, you know, the idea. The best way I can explain it, and I know it, to this like Hierophant, yet again, this Wisdom card here, is a little bit like now they believe in this world, you know, that people cannot see. It's a little bit like back then, I know it, to the Wheel of Fortune. If you talked about these things with him, he would laugh it off. Well, believe me, he's not laughing anymore. He knows it's real. Yeah, expansion, like, you know what, this guy here, his mind and his soul is opening up, you know. Believe me. My last card here. Inner voice. This here, you don't even have to believe me. This thing, these people here, these DMs, they're starting, you know, to see this invisible world, you know, the spirit world, and I know it because now, you know, something about them is expanding, which I know also to this base chakra here. Like, you know what? I've been blind, literally, but now I can see. Now I got something, you know, to start, you know. And this is funny when I see like inner voice is a little bit like somebody will agree with me 100%, because he'd be like, yeah girl, you're the one who's giving me the information, and I know it here, to this like High Priestess and this Ace of Cups and even this Queen of Cups. You know, this here is a little bit like, you don't have to believe me, but I can hear it literally like somebody thanking me for exactly the stuff that I'm giving him here, and this here is coming from a DM, just like to confirm everything that I just said, like, yeah, you're very right, you know, and you're helping me, or like you're instrumental at helping me. Believe me, I can literally see it, you know. Let me go on as to what do they have to heal. Did you figure out that the karmic, you know, energy is nowhere to be found, people? There's no like 7 of Cups, no 3 of Cups. And I even told you what was up, you know, with this like earth sign karmic that I'm seeing. He's like, you know, thinking about ways to leave her, sorry. And I will tell you why these things are happening to him is because you have become his muse, people. I told you before, rebuilding with you means building himself, you know, and he never came close to anything like this before. Procrastination. Yeah, I know what it is, people, because I can feel the energy underneath. He took time, you know, to do this thing. I have to find this card so you will understand. Let me tell you that procrastinating, rebuilding this thing with you, it was at the same time procrastinating, like building himself up. Believe me. These two, they go together for him. So losing time with you is actually losing time with himself, if it makes sense to you. I got it. I can tell you something that I'm seeing here. For some of them, this is a group of DMs that I have to acknowledge. They're not even worried about the karmic anymore. You're still their muse, you know. But the only reason why it takes longer for them to be in this pentacle energy is because, you know, like if you're a divine feminine, you'll see a true one. You will see that your life is like definitely like a bumpy road, you know. Don't think for a second that your DM hasn't gone through the same things, and I can see it here. It's like somebody pleading a little bit for time, and I'm telling you, these two cards here, they make sense, and I'm loving it to letting go and to this meditative or like healing type of energy that I showed you earlier. Some of them, they just need time, and I will tell you it's because their life is so messed up. Like some of you, you don't know, or most of you don't know the reality about your DMs yet. I'm suggesting, instead of blaming them, that you find some compassion, you know, within you, because some of them have been through hell too. Phoenix, woo, Phoenix rising. I am loving this. Do you see what I'm trying to tell you? And I know it through this 3 of Pentacles and even this 7 of Pentacles and everything else that I told you. This guy here, he's tapping into energies that he didn't even believe existed before. Believe me. But I can tell you something, he cannot help but see your light. And I can tell you others, you know, they keep up at night in regret actually watching readings, you know, because at the end of the day, they know that they should have chose this family with you, which is why some of them are getting divorced. And all I can tell you, this karmic is the thing of the past. And I can even see it here with the King of Cups in reversed. And let go. I'm telling you, this guy is worried about his future and not his past. Let me go on. Beautiful. The answers you need are coming through that like communication that I can see for some of you. You know, for some of you, everything that I'm telling you here, he will get the chance to tell you, or like, you know, give you like a little hint at it, if you know what I mean. Like, yeah, I've been working on myself, on my like spirituality, then you would know exactly what I'm talking about. Don't let pride get in your way. This here, I need like another card just for this one, because I want to know like where it's coming from, you or him. You and your loved ones are safe. I'm telling you, this is about both of you. But it's funny because I can literally feel, and believe me, I don't say it often, but I'm a Cancer. This here is the Divine Feminine's energy. Didn't I tell you some of you are going to have to like start cultivating some kind of compassion for this guy here? And some of us is just like pride, basically. If you're a true Divine Feminine, you will see a change around those concepts, you know, that we carry with us. At the end of the day, a true Divine Feminine is full of compassion, people. And that's all I want to send out today, really. Believe me. Don't let pride get in your way, people. At the end of the day, everything is okay between you and your DM. It is just that you're going to have to let go of some, like, I don't know how to explain this. This here is a little bit like prejudice, you know. Everybody's different. So a little bit like get to know your person instead of judging. And I'll leave it there. Work through your fears. That's what your DM is telling himself, you know. And I can tell you this is a little bit specific for the ones that I mentioned. It's not really fears, it's more like your pain, believe me. Which is where this fear, also known as procrastination, is coming from. The pain underneath it. Somehow you're going to have to acknowledge it to believe me. And one more card. Prosperity lies ahead. I'm liking this to this Taurus energy again. It's funny. This guy here, he may be shaky for some of you. He may be like just starting for others, you know, but I can tell you he's got his mind locked on you. One last card. You're very close to achieving your goal. This is crazy. That's what he tells himself, you know. I can tell you some of them will be procrastinating, but at the end of the day, others, they have healed it too. And I can see it here close to let go. For others, they got their minds locked on you, and you better believe me, you know, this reading is going to resonate even more with you if you're a Gemini, a Leo, a Cancer, a Scorpio, and a Taurus. Or if your DM is, and let's include the Karmic today, because I'm telling you, she ain't even here. But I could feel earth energy for the Karmic mostly. The signs that I gave you, they're more like for DM and DFs, you know. So Gemini, Leo, Scorpio, Cancer, and Taurus. I need one last card. I know. Whew, my lord, you see this High Priestess energy here? Oh, he knows. I'm telling you, for some of them, they know. Literally, I can hear this guy like listening to me like, yeah, you know that I know. Yes, I know. Do you know? And he's like, yeah, well, I know. That High Priestess energy is real. These guys, they know about the twin flame journey yet now, sorry. And I don't really use this deck because I think everybody uses it, you know, but I feel like one last card with it today. I got it. Religious factors, people. Your love life is influenced, by your religious upbringing and spiritual path, amongst others. Yeah, this guy hopped in the twin flame journey, and that's all I'll have to tell you. He's watching readings, he's getting the information, he's getting literally the downloads, and I'm telling you something, he cannot let you go. He can't. So that was my reading. I hope that you enjoyed it. Please don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe. If you want to book a personal reading or make a donation to my channel, it's all in the description box. Check out, you know, like this action here, collective thing that we want to give out as to, you know, my Empress with her family. I will also put it in the description box if you want to extend your hand to somebody and it be meaningful. That's the person you want to give something to. So that, you know, I wish you all a good one. Take care of yourselves, stay healthy, and I shall see you soon. Bye bye.